Hi, Brett Warner, candidate for Lucas County Sheriff. I am currently a full-time deputy sheriff working as a command officer for the Lucas County Sheriff's Office. This is our third video in our series of videos to help provide you with information as to why I should be the next sheriff of Lucas County. If you missed video 1 or 2, please join us at warnerforsheriff.com, where you could find video 1, which is my bio, my history, my training, my experience. Video number 2 addresses the topic of where should the jail be. And video number 3 tonight, we are going to focus on the role of the sheriff in your community. And so, what is the responsibility of the Lucas County Sheriff? Well, the primary responsibility of the Lucas County Sheriff is to maintain a jail and to make sure that they're responding to emergency calls when needed. Beyond that, sometimes people don't really know for sure what the role of the sheriff is. First of all, the sheriff is your voice in law enforcement. The sheriff is the only elected official in Lucas County when it comes to law enforcement. Police chiefs are appointed. The sheriff is elected. So the sheriff is the citizen's voice in law enforcement. So what does the sheriff do beyond the jail, beyond responding to emergencies? There are a lot of things that the Lucas County Sheriff's Office does. Sheriff's deputies are in the courts keeping people safe. Sheriff's deputies are working in our civil branch. They're serving those papers and court papers that need to be served and delivered in our community. We have deputies who are doing transportation services, making sure that those people who were taken off the streets by every agency in Lucas County, people say, well, the Lucas County Sheriff's Office doesn't patrol my neighborhood, the Oregon Police does, or the Toledo Police, or the Sylvania Police, or the Maumee Police. That's who's patrolling my neighborhood. Every agency in Lucas County who is going to put somebody into custody is taking them to the Lucas County Sheriff's Jail. The Lucas County Sheriff, the Lucas County Corrections Facility is where every agency takes those individuals. It is then the sheriff's responsibility to make sure that they get to court. It's their sheriff's office responsibility to make sure that they are remaining in custody and that the members of our community are safe. A lot of people don't realize that it is very important that the sheriff is out doing community engagement. When we start talking about community engagement, I want to stress to people out there that this is what I have been doing for 22 of my 28 years. For the past 22 years, I have been in schools. I have been speaking to young people about the dangers of drugs and violence, but most importantly, I have been trying to strengthen the relationship between the youth of our community and law enforcement. I have been trying to strengthen that relationship between the citizens and law enforcement. And I think it's very important that we continue to do that. And it's not just in school that I've had the good fortune of doing that. It's speaking to groups, clubs, organizations out there on many safety topics over the years. I've taken great pride in being able to do that in our community. I also believe that it's very important that we continue to do that. And I actually believe maybe even on a bigger scale. I think that we should be doing more when it comes to community engagement. We should take every opportunity we can to communicate with the citizens that we serve, to provide them information that could be helpful and to be able to relate to them about what's going on in their communities. As your sheriff, I will definitely continue to focus on that community engagement in a lot of different ways. And I think it's important that the sheriff is available to listen to the concerns of the community. If there are things that people in our community believe should be topics of conversation, topics of training, then those things should be considered. As your sheriff, I will continue to work on community engagement to strengthen the ties between our community and law enforcement. One of the biggest things that I also like to stress is that training is one of my passions. I was in the military for 23 years. If you missed my bio, I was Air Force Security Forces, and I believe that training is the key to a successful organization. And as sheriff, I would fight for, to work toward making sure that the deputies who work for the sheriff's office, the corrections officers in the sheriff's office, are able to get the training that they deserve, the training that they need to be successful. That I have a plan to implement training in the sheriff's office different than what we've done in the past. And that training, again, can help them continue to be successful. And it helps, again, build a relationship between our community and law enforcement. Please consider like, share, this video, subscribe to this video, please consider visiting the website where you might find the Venmo. If you're able to donate, any donation is helpful right now. Maybe you're not because of the current situation in our country. Maybe you're not able to donate. We are currently in search of some high visibility places to put some of our signs. So maybe that's your donation. Maybe you have a highly traveled, highly visible spot for us to put a sign. So please reach out to us if you can help us in any way. Thanks for joining us tonight.